Hi, this is Tina at Nurturing Happiness, and this is going to be the first of 21 videos. I'm setting myself a challenge to love myself more. This one's going to be pre-recorded, but the rest of the videos I'm going to do live, which I'm quite nervous about, to be honest, but I know if I don't do them live, then I will sit and re-record and re-record and re-record, and they will never get out. So the next ones are going to be done live, so that you can join in too. Now, I believe that everybody has the ability to experience happiness. Now, we tend to put a lot of preconditions on what we think happiness is and how we can achieve it. So, we say, well, actually, right now I'm not happy, but when I've got a new job or new house, or I get out of this relationship, or I'm with somebody, or I lose this weight, then that's the point that I'll be happy. And that happiness always seems to be out of reach. And even when we achieve those things, sometimes maybe if our belief are strong enough, then we do start to experience happiness, but quite often it will be then replaced by something else. And often, there are situations in our life that we know that we want to change, or we know that actually if we made changes, then we would feel a greater sense of happiness. But because the way that we talk to ourselves, quite often we then don't feel like we have the ability to make those changes. So quite often we criticise ourselves and put ourselves down and say, well, actually, I need to make this change, but I don't feel like I'm good enough, or I'm not going to have the support that I need, or I couldn't possibly do that, or it's going to hurt too much. And we talk ourselves out of it. And a lot of that time, that kind of fear that we talk ourselves out and that criticism, it's habits that we've got into and how we talk to ourselves. And it's also part to do with the ego as well. The ego likes to keep us safe. It doesn't mean it wants to keep us happy, it just means it wants to keep us safe. So it's rather that we stay stuck in patterns that we know the predictable outcomes to, rather than actually make the changes that we need to. Now, a lot of the work that I teach, the very core of it is to do with how we talk to ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. Now, we're with ourselves for the whole of our lives, and actually we're really mean to ourselves at times. We actually, our natural state, we have the ability to do so much. We really have the ability to go so much further than we give ourselves credit or allowance to do so, and we need to go back and sort of believe that ourselves. So the 21 day challenge, it's a book by Louise Hay called Mirror Work, 21 Days to Heal Your Life. And if you put that into Google, then you can actually download that book for free. Each day there is a set of exercises to do that you do in front of the mirror. There's some other exercises to do with journaling, and I think you can download the audio files as well and do meditations as well. But I'm just going to do the mirror work on these videos, because that's actually quite hard in itself, and then I'll do the quiet reflection afterwards. But I'll probably give a few comments about how it feels as well. And it'd be great if you guys join in and you can leave your comments as well about how you found the exercises. So the idea is going back and actually changing how we speak to ourselves, and actually saying, I really want to get to know you more. I really want to let go of the things that are causing me to recreate the same problems over and over again. I want to actually say to myself, rather than criticising myself and saying I'm not good enough, I actually want to go back and believe that I am good enough. Now, I've done some of these I've done quite a few of these exercises before. It's something that I try to do on a daily basis. It does feel odd to start with. I'm aware that now I'm doing it in front of camera, so it feels a little bit more uncomfortable than I would like. And it's not necessarily about being over the top in love with yourself in a narcissistic way. It's just about actually really recognising who you are for who you are, and accepting and loving yourself as you are, because actually we often do want to change parts of ourselves, but we do it in a way by making ourselves feel guilty or putting ourselves down, and absolutely nothing changes if you try and make yourself feel bad about something. If you're trying to lose weight, for example, and you're looking at yourself and you're telling yourself how hideous you look and how awful you are and how you shouldn't be overeating and things like that, you're never actually going to lose the weight. You're just going to feel shame. Whereas actually coming to a point where you can love and accept yourself for exactly who you are, then actually it's so much easier to then, from a place of love, make those changes. If at that point you still feel like you need to do it, but actually loving and accepting yourself as you are and knowing that you're perfect anyway without doing those changes, that's a really great state to be in. So That's what I want to work on for myself, because happiness is something that I think that is very much achievable now. It's something that we can really just learn to love and accept where we are right at this moment, rather than always wanting to be somewhere else. Very few people live actually where they are in their current time and space where they are in their lives, and actually enjoy being in the moment. We're so often thinking about 300 different things, or what, when I've done this and I can rest and I can be happy and things like that, rather than just actually really enjoying life as we go along. So I've spoken quite a lot. I'm going to do my mirror work. I've written it down separately, and I've got a lovely big mirror, so actually I can see the whole of my face, and that's quite uncomfortable. So I recommend doing this in the bathroom mirror, or when you get dressed in the mornings. And these affirmations we tell ourselves again and again and again, because we're really just rewriting belief patterns about ourselves. If you consciously make a thought in your head, then you want to say it enough so that actually it pushes down into your heart and it becomes a new subconscious belief that you hold about yourself. Because when you rewrite those patterns, suddenly those things that were uncomfortable and scary become that little bit easier to do, because actually you know that you're capable of doing those things and that you have all the resources that you need to do them. Okay, so I'm going to do my mirror work today. Okay. It's hard to do it without actually blocking it out completely. Okay. I want to like you. I want to learn to really love you. Let's go for it and have some fun. I'm learning to like you. I'm learning to really love you. I'm willing to love you, Tina. I'm willing to learn to love you more. Okay, so I'm quite used to doing that. It still sometimes feels a bit uncomfortable. Generally, when you look in the mirror, you tend to have a tendency to want to focus on things. So I want to focus on things on my face that I don't like and think, oh, well, what, I want to change that. But actually, I've kind of got to a point now where I could actually just look at me and not have to immediately criticise. And that, for some people, is a huge step. So I wanted to really encourage you to look in the mirror today. You can just use one line, I'm willing to love you. I'm willing to learn to love you. I think, the word willing is very open, that it doesn't have any commitment to it. It's just saying, I'm willing to, I'm not going to, I'm not ruling it out. I just, I'm ready to start this journey, but maybe I'm not quite ready yet to love myself fully, and that's okay. So yeah, I'd really like to encourage you to say that to yourself again and again. The idea is to say it as many times as possible to yourself through the day. And as I said, look in the mirror, and rather than immediately criticising yourself and find something to say for it, just look at yourself, look into your eyes, and find something. Either don't say anything to yourself, so keep it neutral, or pick out something that looks really great. Hey, you have a really great smile today. You're looking really great. But yeah, so if you want to join in, let me know, and I look forward to sharing this journey with you. Thanks.